Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our free technical video report for Thursday, May 18th, 2023. I'm putting this out because I'm seeing things. I already put out the premium member report, and I went over exactly what I'm seeing. It's a setup that really does not come along that often. As a matter of fact, I don't even remember the last time I saw it, but it's going to bring really, really big opportunities to people that are going to be on the right side of this. But at Sentiment Timing with Woody and I, we don't look at the markets like everybody else. We have a unique way of market timing, and we believe that human beings in the markets make mistakes, and we look for what these mistakes are. And there's methods to for measuring the markets in order to take advantage of these mistakes. And we have a number of different indicators. We have market timing things. Woody's been doing this since for over 50 years. He's had some of the largest institutions in the world that have been following him, and he's considered one of the best market timers in the world. But on top of that, we're able to use the sentiment and then just regular technical analysis. So there's nobody out there that does what we do, and it's why we're so good. And everybody, you hear it all the time that you can't time the market. And I just read it today, as a matter of fact, that Carl Icahn just lost $9 billion and says that nobody can really pick the market on a short and intermediate term basis. Well, I think that they're dead wrong on that, because we've been doing it for really the past 2 years, and I'm struggling to find one losing trade we've had. And it's just the way we do it. You have to be patient with it. You can't be jumping in and letting your emotions take over. So Woody's been on all the financial news stations. He's exited that scene. He doesn't want to be one of the talking heads, but he's been around for a long time, and he's well known. But the thing that we created together was this predictive analytics model, and what it measures is the time. And that's where Woody, he has his timing model that predicts when the trend is going to reverse. Now, sometimes it's not always right on the exact day, but it's a time period. So that's the time period when we're looking to switch our positions from long to short or short to long. But really, what we look for with this time period is we want to see sentiment backing it up. So if we're looking for a top, we're going to be looking for sentiment to be going into extreme sentiment readings, like 98% bullish sentiment readings, 90. And then from there, we use our regular technical analysis, and we start looking for divergences, sell signals, patterns, and we figure out where the market is going to reverse. So these three things allow us to be very patient, where time wise, we're in the reversal time period, but sentiment has never been to the extremes. We've had sell signals. So two out of the three are on a sell signal, but it didn't get us aggressive. We didn't go all in, and we've been waiting patiently for this to turn. And the thing is that we actually we're starting to get big sentiment readings. So these are let me show you some of the things that I'm seeing right now that are really going to be, there's going to be a lot of money to be made very, very soon. So this is my NIAD indicator, the New York the advanced decline line, and as you can see right here, this is one of the one of the best indicators. I've been using this for over 10 years, and it's been unbelievable for intermediate term moves, both up and down. So this divergence right here is one of the biggest ones I've seen since I've been following this. And as I said, it's been about 10 years, where you can see that the NIAD from here topped out. And well, it topped out here, but we didn't have any divergences because the S&P wasn't making higher highs. But here you can see it topped here and was making lower highs as the S&P was making higher highs. So this right here, it started off as just kind of a small divergence, where you can see where this hand is here to here, and we made the top right here, and we had a big move to the downside. But then from there, we broke out here, and you can see this divergence is just continuing down. So this is one of the biggest divergences I've seen. But then on top of that, with the big move that we just saw in the past few days, you can see we have an actual divergence on top of a divergence. So this is something I've never seen before, where we have two sell signals within one move, and it's something that, like I said, it's very it's I don't I've never seen it before. But on top of that, we had a 98% bullish sentiment reading yesterday, and today we didn't get the full numbers out yet, but I'm assuming they're going to be pretty close to that because we had the follow through, and typically sentiment stays high when we have an up day. So if we look at our regular charts here, and this is the one reason why I didn't start getting aggressive, is from a technical reason. I've been looking for this 4200 since we are down here, and I've been saying, the 4200 is going to be a magnet. So we have we had a position, we have half a position right around in this area here, and the whole well, actually, the first time we got it was up here, but we took another position, so we're average, say, right around here on the short side. But I had no intentions of really adding to it until we broke out of this range one way or another. So we're right, we're hitting the 4200 level, and like I said, I've been having that target since we were down here, and we were long the whole time up here. We just started getting short up here, and now we're here, and I gave my pivots that were where to start filling the trade. And we what's going to happen though is, I've been doing this for 18 years, 20 years, and I know how these markets work. It's not going to go straight down, it's not going to go straight up. You're going to get your head fake moves. So the way that we're going to do this, and the way that we're going to make a lot of money, is the same way we did it here. So we had half a position averaged in way up here. We got down at the support levels. I took half off, and then we started adding it back. So when we start getting a full position and we start dropping down to support, you take half off, you start buying it, and then you wait for the bounce, and you short it back again. And we use SDS. So we make, the whole thing is keeping everything simple. So we trade, when we're looking for the S&P to go down, we do SDS, because when when the S&P goes down, SDS goes up. So obviously it's been going down the past week because the S&P has been going up. And then SSO we use when that we're looking for the S&P to go up. So we just trade these two stocks. They go two times the S&P. So it makes it simple. I don't have to sit in front of the computer all the time. I know my pivots. And as I said, we're setting up where we had 98% bullish sentiment readings yesterday. We're going to have it again, and now we have these patterns that are in place. So there's going to be a lot of money to be made. I think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be caught on the wrong side of this trade. And I've been waiting for 4200 to come into play for the last month. I've left the door open for 4300 to come into play. I just don't believe that the Bulls have the gas in the tank to get there. But we're in a position right now where I have not seen this type of setup in a long time, and it's why we give, if we don't get you 100 points within a 90-day period on the S&P, you could ask for your money back, and we don't, no questions asked. And just to give you an example of what that is, so 100 points on the S&P is about what is it, a 2.5% move. So that's a 5% move on SDS. So you're making 5% on your trade on this. You buy, if you bought 1,000 shares of SDS, and it's moving up 5%, you're paying for this 10 times over on one trade. So I mentioned that we have that special where it's $1,000 for 2 years. We have five spots left. If you miss out on it, then you can definitely just do the 150 a month, or just wait till next week. If I'm sure we'll have another special, but unfortunately, come next week when that other special comes, we may be trading all the way down at these levels. So take advantage of it. We have a few spots left, and have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you guys next week.